Alright guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to try and get through more of this ash wood pile. I'm going to split some up. I've got 2 quarter-ton gravel bags to fill, which I'll bring about later on. I'm going to split some, and then 1 or 2 logs I'm going to try and just get down to kindling as well. Sometimes it'd be a bit easier with the small axe, but it's a lazy day today. And then I've got some of Guitar's fleece to brush out and needle felt on as well. So hopefully get a chance to show you guys that too. Look how beautiful it is! What a glorious day. I think next week the weather's taken a big turn. So at the moment, I'm just trying to be outside as much as I can. Wet felting, woodwork. Yee. Never had it pop like that before. Scary. These larger rounds are perfect for kindling splits. Like one of these does a full kindling bag. Not that I'm selling it. Right, just from that one log, which has taken 17 minutes to do, all this kindling. That's one big log. And I have all of that. So what was that? That was like one of these, and there's so many of them. This is 4 rows deep. Kind of looks like 3 from here, but it's 100% 4. It's going to take me an age. I'm going to do 1 more of the kindling ones to fill the barrow, and then I'm going to literally just split these in half, the smaller ones that I've already chainsawed down, and get the bags out and fill those up. Going to have a little bit of food and a little break for a sec and crack on. Then time for woodwork. I need a better seat. When that traffic stops, it's so peaceful. Ruined by a vehicle, and now me. Well, that's two logs split. This is what, half an hour, 40 minutes. Nice. This could be used like straight away, especially some of the thinner stuff I managed to get down. It's so dry. Just a week worth of, sitting here in the sun. I'm going to bag this up And then I'm just gonna split some of the smaller logs just in half, so quarters for actual proper firewood, and get the bags out and do all that. This next footage is from my mobile phone on Monday, the felty day. I took Guitar's Fleece, which you'll hear like 5 times now. Laid it out, was a tiny bit disappointed, maybe because I kept it so long, but just how it came off in the shear as well last year. It wasn't a complete fleece, it was broken. There was minimal parts of waste, which was really good, but I decided to split it into 5 separate pieces and felt it away. Over here, so it took me 6 hours on Monday. The rest are still drying, still figuring out if I want to brush all of them. Right, Mega Felt Monday, Guitar's Fleece, 2024 Guitar's Fleece today. I've taken my skirting table, this is a new experiment, I flipped it upside down and I'm going to use this as containment. Larger section of Guitar's Fleece, it's upside down, and hopefully today also Mini 1, Mini 2, Mini 3, Mini 4, and then that's his waste, which we'll go and add onto some of the hedgerows. Where is he? Where is he? So you've seen that main piece that was in the skirting table. That was this, and last night it was brushed. It's absolutely gorgeous. So once it was felted, it was washed 3 times, all hot as well, and with soap and things like that. Guitar is a teaser ram. So he does have a very unique smell. It doesn't smell like a normal sheep would. And that's the felt. I don't know what happened there. The camera just stopped recording. So this is his underside. It's pretty hard. So that's all my carded back wall. And then this is his actual fleece. As you can see, it just molds into the wool underneath. So instead of skin from a tannery, the girls get to stay alive. I get to take their wool each year. And then I create products like this. Sometimes they're simpler than others, sometimes they fail. That's just how the wool works. Each sheep's fleece is different, even from the same individual every single year. Yeah, that's that piece. There's a tiny bit to cut off here. You can see the felt edge here, so I'm literally just going to trim this up with the shears. At another point, this side already has like a little glass hour shape. So if I trim this side in as well, I'll have a wider part, in it comes a bit of a thinner part. What I'm going to do now, even in all this wind, is take my needle felt tools, and I'm going to use one of my combed top from my Texel wool that I produce, and I've just put this one into a braid. So Texel, like Bloodline, that's from her and others. I'm going to take slithers of this now and then needle felt Guitar's name underneath, so that's what customers see and what they buy, so they know exactly what fleece it came from. This is another piece of the 5 pieces I felled on Monday, one of the smaller rounds. Again, I'll need to trim some edges up. Here's a little wool handle here, but I'll need to trim that off. This is gorgeous in its own right. That's Guitar's fleece and wool, how it naturally is. I'm going to needle felt Guitar on both for now, and then I might take one of my handheld card brushes and brush this through so it'll finish off like this bigger one I've just shown you. Not 100% yet, because it is really lovely. It's windy now, but it's really nice and warm and pleasant, so I'm going to do this outside and needle felt away. Enjoy! Just a heads up too, in case this stops and breaks. I've tried to look and change the settings. Hopefully this just keeps recording. I do have my earbuds in and my music playing as well, so I won't know, but I'll try and check it. So all I do with some of my braids, I'll take a slither. That's a bit too small. I'll put that in my pocket for now. I'll undo a bit of braid. I'm not producing any more of the top, and I can't do bats or anything this year. I did it all at winter time, so whatever's online, if you're in the UK, sorry for anyone abroad. That's all I'm producing for now. It takes so much time to comb this with my Valkyrie combs, then dye it and put it back on a carder and everything like that. What do we want? So I'm going to break it off there. I'm then going to separate that in the middle-ish. Hope it doesn't blow away. What I need to try and do is draft it by gently grabbing parts just to thin it out. I'm basically making this piece longer. If I do it too quick and too hard, then I'll just rip it off. Right, this is going to be tricky in the wind. I don't know if you can see this section here. I'm going to roll this slither sorry, I'm very snotty now. I usually do this on my knee, on trousers. Oh, I've got the tripod balanced on the cut rails. Ta-da! Pancake! I've never needle felted in the in the wind outside. So as I do this, I'm gently holding this with a tiny bit of tension. And I'm also trying to curl it, like create a twist in the wool. That's two. No, I just remembered I forgot my scissors. At this point now I'd cut this clean, create another bit. I need to go and find some. I couldn't find any scissors, so I've got some hoof trimming nails for lambs. Ah, they don't work. Nope. Round two. You really need fabric scissors for this. Just ruining the wall. Crap. So with needle felting, this one for example, it's got 3 needles, like yay long, and they have little tiny barbs on the end. Those little barbs then grab the individual fibres of the wool and shove that into what else you're stabbing it into. You get lots of different types of needles. Some are in triangle shape, some are little ovals or asterisks. These are triangles, and they have different gauges, different thicknesses for finer work or more just heavy off you go work. This is also what I use for doing my keyrings. After I've wet felted those. Unfortunately, with the wind and me forgetting my fabric scissors, I'm using these very old kitchen scissors. This isn't gonna be the best. It's a high chance I'll have to finish this at a later date. Otherwise, I just won't be happy with myself with like the final finish. That is the G for guitar. It's a very old Welsh tribal name, guitar. G-U-T-O. Guitar. Let's get this done. I can't stress how annoying and hard this is to needle that outside in the wind. With no scissors too. Sometimes I do this in all capitals because it makes it a bit easier. With something like a U, there's no real difference. I try my best to get the spacing right, but then depending on how thick the layers of felt is underneath, it can spread or compress the actual lettering. Anyone watching this who has got livestock, be they for breeding, for meat, or for wool, or a combination, if you haven't done anything like wet felt and a needle felt, especially from your own wool, Don't be gaslit by British Wool Board. That's why they pay you nothing for it. If you've got the time and you want to have something either personal for yourself, gifts, small, maybe have a farm shop. I see using your own wool as like other farms having their own farm shops for meat, produce and things like that, where you can have and give your customers your wool from your sheep. Even if you do sell meat as well. Obviously, I'm sure you know, I don't do meat, it's just wool from all the girls, not just the ones here. You should definitely give it a go anyway. You can do this finishing as well. If you have a larger embroiderer, sewing machine, you could put patches on underneath your brands or anything like that, just whack it on the machine. Or with needle felting, I think most of the time I've seen it from Ukraine, they 3D print a little body and they put a little motor in it and they have 1 to 3 needles. So instead of me stabbing the physical work, you just turn it on and hold like the gun and it just, yeah, a technical term, it just fires away. Sometimes it's monotonous and tedious, sometimes it's very peaceful. Right, there you go. Guitar. I can't tell if that's reversed, you can read it. G-U-T-O. So I'll still make a decision over the next day whether I want to leave this like that or brush it out like the big one. Obviously I will cut off all the little ends, the extended pieces of felt. That is a no-kill sheep fleece. A small one, a mini. But you get the idea, folks. Link in the description onto Instagram as well, but this is what I do with the wool on my sheep. Sheepfloof.com or sheepfloof.co.uk. There's stuff like this online, it usually sells pretty fast. If not, someone will message me when they see something on a story or anything like that on Instagram or Facebook, and especially if it's local, I'll just go and deliver it there and then, and it doesn't even get to the website. Just been a long, hard, wet winter, and all of this stuff I do outside. When it's snow, torrential rain and wind, it's impossible for me to do so at the moment. I'm going to finish the big one's name later on. I've just realised the time. I've got to go see my good friend Ben again. Thank you very much for watching. Again, as always, I hope it's been entertaining in some way. Get that filth off there. If you have any questions about woolwork or anything else in general, please do not hesitate to either put in the comments or send me an email, something like that. Happy to help out as well. Take care, guys. Stay kind. Look after yourselves. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.